Hello and welcome everybody back to the Dark Skies event for the final session, which features the Johto Beasts and they're returning. And I actually need a Suicune for my Shiny Dynamax Dex, but we're starting things off with a much simpler water type, a Whalmer, because that's actually going to have a shiny boost on it apparently. We've now unlocked tier 1 rewards from the Max Pass, which is apparently finally giving us a the freaking boost on max particles, so it's actually giving us 820 max particles per new power spot, which is nice to see. It is not the purple whale, and I think 796 is pretty dead as well. During the course of this video, we'll have Thursday and Friday, which means we've got the Crowned, Shield, and Sword Zacian and Zamazenta raid hours in there as well. But we do just want to get those max particle points for the pass, and that's a background Whalmer. Very cool. Shame you weren't a shiny one. That's pretty terrible. Let's just see what happens, shall we? Let me know how the Dark Skies has tailed off for you guys with this final rotation. Another low-level one for today is Darumaka, and I like Darumaka. Either form of it, obviously Unovan, it's not shiny, and 805 I don't think it's particularly good. It's 823, but I was just having a chat and thinking, really the best one to do over these last 2 days would have been Chansey, because Blissey is the best tank in the game, probably one of the best options for a healer defender thing in your squad, and it has a shiny boost on it and it's 400 max particles. That's lucrative use of the max system today. Last 2 days for you guys. No background Darumaka. It's okay. Would like to get a pink one just for the sake of having it in the collection, but that's a, oh dear, 777. Pretty awful. Easy in the bag. I think I'm going to try and give a priority to the ones that have a little shiny boost on them, if we can do. No background for that one. Nearly the floor. That's amazing. You get a lot more particles now, but because the storage is full, I can't claim them. Easy trio, no attack boost, no mushroom or anything like that. Just using the right counters and making sure we've got ourselves our tanks involved. And, of course, 1984 would be the number we want to see. Still using the same team as we had the Moltres over the last 2 days. Dynamax. It is not 1945, very mid-row, but of course we have background potential on these beasts now. That's a Rose. I honestly appreciate so much how easy these legendaries are to catch. That goes for both the raids and a non-background Entei. Lovely. 11, 15, 13. Good news. Oh yeah, oh, Daily Incense, that was a waste, wasn't it? There's 2 chances though, perfect. And time for a Raikou, which was one of the 2 that we failed to get a shiny of. Actually had to get the trade done with Francesca to get the shiny DMAX, and it's not shiny in 1951. Obviously 1972 is the number you need to see over the next, well, it would have been over the last 2 days by the time you see the video. In the ball, second time lucky. There was no background on the Entei. Can it be a non-background Raikou? Good news is that Chansey was right on top of the same place there was a Raikou, and there's one down there as well. This is the one that we should really have been chasing. It is not a shiny, and 685 I think is pretty poor. I do remember getting my first Dynamax of that when we were actually waiting in Heathrow Airport with Masterful 27 to head off to New Jersey Go Fest, sitting at Cafe Nero, get ourselves a shiny DMAX Chansey. And no the backgrounds are not good today. Oh dear. Well, my better half just got the Hundo DMAX Chansey, which is kind of the ultimate tank for the whole meta. We're going to see what else is going to be. Is it? It's not shiny. That's bad. 654. You are apocalyptically awful. Anyway, I found a Suicune. I want the Suicune. Suicune and Raikou, we never got the shinies of ourselves. Still haven't traded with Francesca to get his spare Suicune DMAX shiny. Of course this has a background. Of course it's the 10-10-10. The 10-10-10 background. That's the way of the game, people. Marta gets the Hundo, no background. I get the 10-10-10 background. Time for our first Suicune check. Of course, we need the Dynamax of this thing. And it's not 1683. I can't remember the Hundo. Is it 1704? In the ball it goes. Time to see. Will it have the background? It does not. Of course it doesn't. Honestly. We are very much running low on the max particles for the day. So I think we have some from the pass. Good amount, that's at least another battle on a bit. As you can see there, it's time now for Crowned Sword Zacian Raiddown. We've got ourselves 110 energy with a 20 full lobby via remote. We've got a good squad out here. Let's see if we can, oh, it's a shiny battle. There we go, fantastic, shiny. Come on. Fantastic. So we can't get anything through DMAX battles, but we can certainly pick up the Zacian. We've put down Ice Burn to make these super easy to catch. They don't have any background bits and pieces, so obviously we're looking for 2188. Good stuff. I mean, it's not particularly good, but it's definitely one for a spare. Lucky trade. Let's see if we can pick anything up tonight, and we'll do some more DMAX battles afterwards. Third raid, obviously lobbies of 20 mean we're getting maximum energy. Second raid was not shiny, this one's not shiny, and it's just about the same. We are basically chasing it's Hundo or nothing for Zacian, given our luck with the raids over New Jersey, Paris, Global, previous waves of it, and also the lucky trade we got in New Jersey as well. Hopefully you made good use of this raid hour, because I'm not sure about the weekend whether we'll have time to do all of those raids. Come on, just be shiny. It is not... Oh dear. I think that's the worst one of the entire week, actually, 2119. In fact, we had a 98er from Germany, thanks to Madmar. I spammed in the raid, we got a 98er from the fatherland. Goodbye, sword form. Hello to the hero of many battles. This might be the last one before we wait for the half-hour switchover. So, what, 5-6 battles in? Not too bad, actually. Obviously, the quick and easy catches makes it nice and speedy, which is what we like. Is it going to be blue? It is not blue. Wow, 2100 on the nose. Let's just confirm. Is it? It's the floor. Let's go. The resets, I mean, they're a little bit delayed, I've got to be honest. But it ain't shiny on that one. 2168, 20 CP away from the 100%er, barely scraping the circle at all. That's raid hour done. Final check, it's not a shiny. 2138, so 50 CP away from the 100%er. However, we did get 2 shinies from the raid hour, so as good at odds as we had on the Origin raid day. 13 raids actually completed with 2 shinies is really, really nice, and we did pick up, of course, this one, which I think I may fuse a bit later, but we've still got the weekend to chase this thing. But I think we're going to hit some DMAX battles now. It's a Dynamax Suicune that we were on top of, so let's see. Do we need to still get one from him? He's got our spare ready and waiting. No, and pretty dead as well, but hey. We'll have a background. Honestly, the legendary background chase.
No, I got the background. No background.
You got one. Nice. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, got me. I really thought it was
That's spectacularly good. And in the ball it goes, finally. Stormy Skies background. Yes, it's a background legendary, a 1664. And it's terrible. And that should be completing an Entei. I think we're going to get one of each of these done for the night before we call it a day. I do find it very surprising still that you don't get a single golden raspberry for catching a DMAX legendary. Shiny? It is not. Oh my god, it's terrible. Fan-freaking-tastic. 1919. All that, thank god I raided like nuts over the course of the Go Fest to stock up on golden raspberries, because when you do these DMAX and GMAX battles, you get so few of them or none. How are you supposed to catch the Pokemon? Just a thought, Niantic, you know, and no background. Great. And that completes the Evening Beast Trio Hunt. So let's see. Honestly, my luck with these things is pretty flat. So hopefully I don't disappoint you guys watching. Come on. Excadrill Army is a pigeon's having a small fight in the tree. It's not shiny. Oh my god, that's bad. So somebody who needed the shiny got it. Congrats. I think the pigeon's finally gone. Anyway, is it going to have a background? No. Welcome into Friday. It's the final chase for some DMAX action, and we've done a chancer here. And there's a Suicune just behind us before the 12 o'clock noon switchover. It's not shiny, and oh dear, it's 666, the Demon Chansey. Before we crack on, there is a few other bits and pieces I want to go through before the end of this video, which will be the likes of what you can expect over the weekend, and maybe what you best to prioritize in terms of actual Gigantamax battles, because some are certainly more usable than others. It's not even a background Chansey, dear God alive. Give me max particles for the day. Can't collect any more max particles today. Great. By the way, over the course of this week, it's been 1600 max particle collection per day, which I think is only an increase of like 100. So that's not really a bonus in my view. And we've worked out over the course of the weekend, starting midnight on the 23rd, that's Saturday, your local time, you can collect 3200 max particles per day. So that's, from the power spots, 4 battles. That's it. If you're doing the GMAX, obviously, and the Eternatus, 4 battles, plus whatever the Go Pass is going to deliver to you in terms of rewards, which I have some, which we'll cover in a bit, but we need to do the Suicune before it disappears. And a Suicune check coming in here with some points for the pass. And it's not shiny, no surprise, and 1673. I was thinking last night, having looked at a little bit of issues, I know there was Zacian raid out issues in APAC regarding the crowned sword energy, which is shameful, really. And they're just like, oh, we'll compensate you. Get it right the first time, people, over in Niantic. Not a background. Is this really worth it? No. I know I've said that before, but really, the legendaries have their own RNG, of course. We've got Zamazenta raid hour later, so let's see if they actually cock it up again. Quickly, regarding the weekend, this is what is coming up, and it might be worth you noting what's going to be available. So, on the Saturday, the rotation is going to be every single hour, alongside of Dynamax Eternatus spawning. The power spots will have Gigantamax Lapras, then Snorlax, then Gengar, then Inteleon, Venusaur, Machamp, and then finally Toxtricity Amped form. That's the cool one that I personally like. Then your Sunday is going to begin with Rillaboom, Charizard, Butterfree, Kingler, Blastoise, Cinderace, and finally Loki Toxtricity. How that's going to spawn, we don't know, because obviously Dynamax Eternatus is kind of the key focus. How regularly the GMAX going to spawn within each of their hours. It may look a little bit like a cluster, you know what. In the 5-star raids, you're also going to have the Crown, Sword, and Shield Zacian Zamazenta, which is going to be really nice, and the return of the Go Fest costumes. But shout out to G47IX, I think it is here, who's made a tier list of the current GMAX Pokemon and DMAX Pokemon. What is actually worth your time? So, in the top tier, we've already mentioned Blissey is an ultimate tank and defense Pokemon. That's why we've been battling the Chanseys today. Zacian and Zamazenta very much hold their own and will do very much for the eternity of the game. Eternatus, of course, once you've got it, despite its IVs, is going to be probably extremely good. GMAX, Rillaboom, Machamp, Inteleon, Gengar, Cinderace, Charizard, and Excadrill DMAX are all extremely good Pokemon, extremely useful. And what this basically means is that they will continue to be so into the future. Your next crop of Pokemon are the GMAX, Blastoise, Kingler, Snorlax, Toxtricity, either form, doesn't really matter. Venusaur, then DMAX, Metagross, Latios, Machamp, Inteleon, Gengar, and Darmanitan. And then you really start getting down into the low tier of things, where even GMAX Lapras is kind of going to be replaced eventually, I assume. It might be worth focusing your attempts and efforts this weekend on the things like GMAX Rillaboom. It doesn't have a shiny potential at the moment, but maybe it's still useful to have. I definitely want a GMAX Inteleon that's decent, but GMAX Machamp and Gengar and Charizard definitely going to be good ones to go for, so make a note of those when and where they're appearing over this weekend. And a quick other thing, thanks to LeakDuck, of course, we talked a little bit about the particle increase over the course of the weekend. I don't think it's that grand. Coupled with pass points, it might be a little bit better. You really have to buy the deluxe pass to make the most of the whole weekend, which is still 25 quid here in the UK, I think. Dynamax Eternatus battles are going to give you 100 points, and of course it's unlimited points, so you'll get through the ranks of the Go passes very, very quickly. Let me know what you're necessarily going to be chasing. What are you going to be remoting? Because of course the remote raid limit is going to be lifted entirely. There won't be anything over the course of the weekend, so whether you want to raid the Crowned Zacian and Zamazentas, or whether you want to go for the Dynamax Eternatus stuff, or whether you want to jump into some GMAX Pokemon, let me know. Good luck on the remote raid game, but right now we want to chase a few more DMAX battles, and we're subjecting ourselves to a Raikou check here, people. It's not orange in 1943. You know, I started this week somewhat on a positive thing. It's like, hey, let's chase for the backgrounds and try and get some. Rapidly over this brief 5-day event, that whole demeanor has just plummeted. Like, we've got the GMAXs to get over the course of the weekend with the backgrounds as well. With the background drop rate, honestly, the likelihood of picking up a decent one with a background or shiny with a background is so tiny, because there is actually a background finally. 13, 13, 14, so it's an 89%er. Because I can't claim any more max particles today. We're going to quickly check this DMAX Chansey. Hey, not shiny and 4.99, so let's get you caught. And this random encounter is a Rookidee. Oh, it's a shiny max again. From the past, there we go. So we've now had 2 Rookidee shinies. This one's a lot better. It's only 9 CP away from the 100%er. Although I don't think the backgrounds can come from the pass. It'll give the pass more value if you had guaranteed backgrounds from the pass, but I mean, maybe it's just me being very unlucky. I haven't heard of anybody getting a background from the pass. There you go. It's 11, 13, 15, but that's cool. DMAX, Rookidee. So I just caught a Chandelure off Daily Adventure Incense, and now we've got a Galarian Articuno check. Oh, it's not blue! 2855. 2855 non-boosted. My lovely better half is going to check the article. So it's a little way off the CP. It's a sense of deja vu with the other video. God. Oh, come on, that should have been an excellent. I flung that away. Out it comes, and adios. That was the previous catch, and it took like 3 Ultra Balls to throw at it, and thankfully, the Articuno was waiting for me on the other side. But now we're at the Chansey, and time to see if it's going to be that all-important Dynamax. It's not, and it's 691. 717 for Chansey is the magic number. Unfortunately, it's not going to be featured over the course of the weekend, but it will be back in the regular rotation. And no matter what the meta is in the future, DMAX Blissey is going to remain being the biggest tank. It's not even a background for our trouble, and it's the 13-13-13. And since we're walking back via this Entei, I thought, let's give it a bash and see if we could get the background on it. Actually, shout out to Fleece King. He jumped in this battle, and the Chansey just before it. This is, oh my god, it's bad. Can it complete the beast trio of having that lovely backdrop on it? Judgment time. Will it? No. A 10-11-11. Honestly, I'm not going to remote for this thing. This is the other thing, is there are better fire-type Pokemon, there are better water-type Pokemon in this whole meta. They're being featured on Saturday and Sunday. Typically what's happened with the lead-up event is they've usually given you things that are somewhat loosely tied in but inaccessible. Now, technically that's true for this. They're not different enough. Like, you're battling a lot of DMAX stuff, then there's a GMAX version, which is better to have. Now we've got remotes, it'll be unlimited remotes. It's a costly endeavor, I know, but if you really wanted to, you could get one and be done with each of them, and they're gonna be much easier to catch over the course of the weekend, and the lobbies are now up to 100 player capacity. Apart from Drillbur and Chansey, unless you're chasing particular shinies of the DMAX versions, this whole week can be null and voided, unless you really, really wanted to get up your levels. Because I'm now level 42, I can't go much further. That would mean I could have got to rank 52 if I bought the extra 10 ranks, which still puts me a little way off the Eternatus encounter. But that will be happening tomorrow, people, so hey, looking forward to that one. I'm just gonna put my bets in here. I reckon my Eternatus is gonna be 12, 14, 10 stats. Let's just see if I'm right, you know? We're now back out, time to round out today with Zamazenta Radar. We're not starting off with a shiny like we did for Zacian or earlier in the video for you guys. Wanna get that Hundo of this thing. We've had some Shiny 8 luck, some Shiny 96 luck. So I'm going to very quickly say a big thanks to every single person who's part of my awesome Patreon squad, because you guys are instrumental in keeping this whole outfit rocking and rolling, doing what we do, how we've been pushing on for years and years and years doing this sort of content, hopefully bringing the bits and pieces of entertainment. So I really appreciate every single one of you for taking your support to the next level. It means things like Valencia, etc. are a possibility. Time for raid number 2. We didn't film a huge amount of the raid yesterday, but we'll do the similar today. Yeah, not shiny. And to be honest, I'm not expecting anything, because our first Zamazenta raid of this whole Dark Skies event was a Shiny 98. Oh, 2 battles later, we got ourselves a Zamazenta Shiny. 20 CP away from the 100%er, 2168. It shouldn't be too bad, to be honest. No faffing around worrying if the Shiny has a background on this sort of thing, honestly. I love that. And we can see that this is going to be, it's a 91. You may notice something wrong with this, is we've got a lobby of 20, and it hasn't ticked down. Now it's slowly ticking down, but it was still going through the whole thing of like an extra minute. So just yet another lobby glitch, yet another broken feature of Pokemon Go at the moment. This is like somebody trying to build a bridge out of jelly, this game at the moment. So this is now our final Zamazenta raid for Raid Hour. Let's see what we're gonna get. It ain't pink, and it's 21-21, but I've just heard from the Italian, the compensation for the Origin Raid Day, the bonus encounters that you should have got with the correct shiny array, have now been made available, apparently. So we're going to see if that is the case on our account. And also, we did 86 raids, including all remotes and in-person ones. So let's see how many we are getting, considering I know we got the Dialga Hundo and a regular Dialga who are being harassed by a giant bee. You got one of each. How many raids did you do?
A lot.
Well, how much is a lot?
I can't remember, but more than remotely, I think I did like 20 plus for sure.
So there you go. But did you actually get any shiny on the day?
No, I don't think
So nothing. So he's got one of each. One Palkia, one Dialga. No, it's not online for me. Maybe if I restart the game. We did pick up, I think, this is a good 98 Zamazenta on our last raid, which is really cool. So there we go. Bunch of resources, and we got one shiny for tonight, which is honestly fantastic. And we did a DMAX Raikou that gave us a background. Let me know how your Zacian Zamazenta raid hours went. Are you chasing them over the course of this weekend? Let's see if it's live for me, because I know how many raids we did. I know how many shinies we got. We had 0 Palkia luck on that broken raid day. If this is all the compensation that you get, are they around? No, so they're not live for me. I've restarted and everything. Maybe because we did more raids. It's because he's got fewer. What I'm going to do now, though, is claim all of these points and everything, just to finish up today's video, to get all the max points ready for tomorrow. And actually, at this current time, APAC is live with GMAX starters, which is really cool. So I'm hoping to maybe remote a handful of them. But this encounter is a Cryogonal that I don't think is particularly good, because it's 11.99 from the Research Day memory. You can check out that epic Research Day grind. Or what if we didn't get any? Bro, imagine we didn't get any extra shiny. for the compensation. I'll be all over Niantic if we don't get anything. Bring it in, it's not Bloom. God knows if it's good or not. So there you go, that's the encounters. No, still not live for me. I will say ahead of Eternamax Eternatus, we did put this up to as far as we can go in terms of level, nearly level 50 there, and I put the max move attack up to top tier. So we're ready. Actually, while we're here, since we don't have our origin encounters, let's spy the Italians. Come on, my man. So you've got one of each. Are they guaranteed? Are they guaranteed Shundos? So it's shiny. That's not horrendous IV, actually. Who needs silver pineapples? But it does have the special move on it, though. So you get spatial rend. Wait, did they even have backgrounds on the origin raid there? Oh, it's a tiny shiny. Oh, it's a first ball catch for that one. There you go. Yeah. And it has Roar of Time, so maybe the moves are guaranteed. There you go. You need someone else with a tiny shiny Roar of Time Dialga. Good luck for that. Yeah. While walking back home after finishing the video, just inserting this, we have our compensation. So we have 2 bonus Dialga and 3 Palkia. And I will say, we got 2 Dialga shinies on that raid day, including the Hundo, obviously, which was ridiculously insane. Considering it was a regular 1 in 20, check that video out up there. So in total, we were meant to get 4 Dialga and 3 Palkia out of 86 raids, which not too bad. Is a little under the ratio of 1 in 10, as it were, but that's RNG at the end of the day. So let's check the Dialga first. They are guaranteed shinies, as you saw. That is pretty terrible, but we have a Hundo already. So let's get it caught, and they are annoying to catch, I've heard. It's a bit annoying considering, obviously, from raids, the shiny is a guaranteed catch. In research, it's not. There's our first catch. So, guaranteed shiny, and more importantly, oh no, mine didn't have Roar of Time. Not a guaranteed move. Wow, that is rude. Honestly. The thing I always have to ask about this compensation thing, how on earth are they calculating this? And to be honest, I don't trust that calculation whatsoever. This is the same people who can't even organize for the right energy to be distributed for a raid hour. God only knows how they're doing this calculation. So let's check out our second extra Dialga. Of course, it's nice and shiny, and 2315 actually isn't too far off at all. Yeah, so 1 Palkia, no move over there. How are they calculating that? This thing should have been shiny for you. This thing should have had the move, shouldn't have had the move. Let me know, have you got your compensation? What did you get? More importantly, list it. Shiny Dialga, what the CP is, and did you get the exclusive move on it? Because if this thing doesn't have the exclusive move on it, that is a little bit irritating. Obviously, we've got the Hundo with the Roar of Time on it, but if you're thinking you're getting compensation for all those raids, all those passes, all those expensive remote raids you did, this is it. Bang. See that? Again, no Roar of Time on that one. So there you go. That's just a dead shiny Dialga. The more important thing is these are the 3 Palkia that we never got. And I definitely remote raided Palkia a lot more. 28. See, 2367 is obviously the number you would like to see. And I've got to be honest, Niantic, if it's compensation and it's research tasks, just make them guaranteed catches so people don't have to faff around and burn yet more resources. We've already burnt the golden razzes trying to catch the regular ones on the raid day. Critical catch. And this one has spatial rend on it. So there we go, that's a spatial rend one. Second Palkia, of course it's shiny. Oh dear, 2309. Now unfortunately I deleted all the ones from the radar that didn't have the special moves on them. If they have the special moves, at least I can correlate them and see if they are exactly the same CP as one I had in my storage. That has spatial rend on it. Final Palkia. Come on. 2323. So all mine Palkia were terrible. And see, this one doesn't have spatial rend on it. So there you go, that's a dead Palkia. See, scrolling through our spatial rends that we kept from that raid day, none of the CPs correlated exactly, so that is randomized. Guaranteed shiny, I think it's randomized on the move, and I think it's very much randomized on the CP that you get. That's the sum total of Niantic. They bugger up the event to start with, tell you they're sorry, and then give you some compensation. Let me know what you think. I'm personally a little bit miffed with it, to be honest. If they mess up an event like that seriously, it should be guaranteed special move on the damn catch. So if you enjoyed this piece of content, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below and stick around for more Pokemon Go content, because we're going to be taking down this max finale to the best of our capability, both on the Saturday and the Sunday. And then we have Don Donzo going live on Monday. Please click some of the videos available on the screen right here. There's so much for you to continue enjoying, and there's so many good catches from the last couple of months, including some epic travel and everything. And it's only onwards and upwards from here. So I will say, until the next time, folks, do take care.